I hope everyone able to see my screen. Am I right?
Yes,
Hmm. So, my name is Prem. I have 15 years of experience in SAP BW for HANA and SAP S4 HANA, Embedded Analytics, and SAP Analytics for Cloud and SAP Data Experience. Currently, in one of the organization, I'm working as a SAP Analytics Cloud implementation, Greenfield implementation. And also for the same project, I'm working on the DataSphere developments. In my project landscape, in my current organization, we are using DataSphere as a tool to supply the data. Sorry, DataSphere, it is something like embedded analytics, where DataSphere as a source and our S4 HANA data is coming to the DataSphere, and from there we are promoting to the SAC. Now let's enter to that's about brief about my work experience, and I'm your trainer for SAP DataSphere. Let's focus on what could be the agenda of this training. First, let's understand who can learn this training and who is good candidate for this course. And let's understand what is DataSphere and let's log into the system and see. And if you are working as a BW consultant or BW for HANA, then definitely SAP DataSphere would be at sure shot upskilling in your resume. And as a freshers or else extremely senior people solution architects, there also you can use the SAP Analytics Cloud and DataSphere for their analytics purpose. And for the business, if they want to implement the data warehouse solution kind of thing on the cloud, then you can have the DataSphere on the cloud. In a nutshell, it's a more or just like a BW modeling where you can do the modeling in the data sphere, uh, like BW for HANA. But BW for HANA is the on-premise solution, whereas data sphere is a on-cloud solution. But it is not identical like object-to-object mapping kind of thing. The core concept would be little bit relevant. The actual objects are completely different because DataSphere has a lightweight modeling and easy to change, less data loads are the core strengths of the DataSphere. BW for HANA is more like a conventional classic model where the object change is a little bit difficult because everything depends on the data loads. And here in BW for HANA, you will follow the extended star schema kind of a fact modeling, but here is a simple star schema model. And DataSphere not only just loads the data, you can use this DataSphere just like BODS, you can transform the data and load it to other things. Let's go in deep. What a typical cloud-based data warehouse solution will provide you. Anywhere data warehousing means you will come across the multi-dimensional modeling like cubes or all those things in your BW. Similar kind of things you will see in data warehouse things. And the two-dimensional structures also possible. A regular cloud-based application will have the advantages like affordability, reliability, and shared responsibilities. I think in the same like any other cloud application. It is in a cloud we will have the infrastructure as a service and platform as a service and software as a service. SAP BTP is nothing but a business application studio, which is nothing but a platform as a service. And infrastructure as a service where they will provide the storage and the all those things. In current market, IaaS service are more widely provided by the Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Platform, and another one is the AWS, Amazon Web Services. On top of this one, several companies developed their own platforms. One such platform, SAP, is very popular nowadays, is providing their platform BTP. And on top of these platforms, you can integrate the DataSphere and the SAP Analytics Cloud. At the end user level, you don't have any kind of visibility of this BTP as of now. BTP accounts will be handled separately, but you can integrate if you want, if you have required permissions in your SAP DataSphere or Analytics Cloud. And these are the software as a service solutions. SAP Analytics Cloud is more like planning and reporting software application, whereas DataSphere is more like a data modeling approach uh, application. If you're an absolute beginner, also you can able to learn, and if you are a BW for HANA consultant, also you can upskill. What about an existing on-premise solution of the BW? And a typical conventional SAP ERP solution will we will extract the data from there, and it was moved to the S4 HANA embedded analytics nowadays because all the EC systems, SAP already almost 95% systems are already converted to the S4. Even if they not client is not ready, SAP is also in one way they are forcefully making everybody should be an S4 side, because we have a lot of advantages and seamless integrations and fast access of the data is possible in S4HANA. That's why they are moving to the S4HANA. Now, regular BW old 7.x, I mean 7.5 onwards, and then the typical roadmap they will give it to migrate to the BW for HANA. And where is this data sphere? This data sphere, it can integrate with the BW, like using SAP BW Bridge, and it can integrate with the S4 HANA, and it can integrate with the success factors. It can integrate with the CNC, other Ariba tools, and everywhere, everything you can connect to this SAP data sphere. If you are using S4 HANA without BW, you can access the data CDS views to the data sphere as well. So the where you can import the data and you can do the further modeling. And it is a what is very special is the data fabric, and where it reduces the data loads. That is what our main object, and quick developments. Like I said earlier, it is very easy to make the changes to the existing objects. And if you want cloud applications, as I told you, like SAP Analytics Cloud, and everything is tightly integrated for the data sphere. So all these advantages, they are calling it as a data fabric. Data fabric is nothing but it is not a, it is just terminology they have given for a bunch of advantages. Let's understand what could be the data sphere. You can where you can do the data modeling, and you can connect to the SAP and non-SAP on-premise, SAP on-premise or SAP cloud. Similarly, non-SAP on-premise and non-SAP cloud products also you can connect. And the data inside this data sphere can be visualized using any data visualizing tools. Of course, as of now, most popularly they are using SAP Analytics Cloud. And the other advantage is business users can also do a lightweight to modeling. So this modeling is for the technical people, and this is for our business users. That means what kind of ad hoc on demand lightweight modeling they can do without dependency on the IT team. Okay, so that is what the advantage of the DataSphere. So you will see typically in DataSphere data builder and business builder. These are heart of the developments of the DataSphere. Data builder is for IT people. Business filter is for the business people. Okay, and it will reduce the dependency. You can use the business people also, but you will have the functionalities in the business layer is a little bit less, where most of 80% of our training will be focused on this data builder, where you can build different kind of objects. We will see one by one in our regular sessions. And here you can use graphical views, SQL views, okay, and different kind of views, and you can expose the analytical models is some object, and you can build the reports on SAP Analytics Cloud. Let's see the similar kind of structure in our practical system. So in the morning, let's log into the DataSphere. The creation of the DataSphere account and the SAP Analytics Cloud combinedly they will provide you. So only thing you need to create an experience account. How to create your own account? Unlike other things, you don't need to purchase anything. SAP is providing free. So SAP Analytics Cloud experience. You go for this one, and you can go for try. It is all just like your give your any Gmail account also you can create, and it will provide the SAP Analytics Cloud along with the DataSphere. You can, for the same user, you can get the access for a DataSphere and Analytics Cloud. Okay, both are combinedly they will give you, because as of now for modeling they are giving DataSphere, and for planning and reporting purpose SAP Analytics Cloud they are giving. Okay, right. As a first very beginning, let's go to the data builder. Just for a sample example, I have been walking you through to demonstrate how the integration of the SAP Analytics Cloud and DataSphere and what are the primary objects. Here you can see tables, views, and entity relationship models, analytical models, flows, what kind of flows you will have, what is the data flow, what is replication flow, what is transformation flow, and what is intelligent lookup, and task chains, data access controls. Okay, as this is the experience account, some features might not be available, but all the data builder features it is almost works. Some security and some kind of connections it might not be work in the uh, free trial experience. In your office systems those might work, but that is not a showstopper. We can practice almost 90% of the features in this trial account itself. Now, as a first thing, I am very much curious to create a table. Table can be created here by clicking a table, and you can create the tables. Or else, I have some sample data. It is this data, Walmart invoice data. I have collected this from the SAP official training material. So it is having invoices and branch and city and customer, and what could be the product line and price, and on what date they have purchased and time and payment mode, and like this all these measures we will have. This is a very good set of example, and it is almost having quite data. Let's see, around 1000 records. Let's load this data into the DataSphere. If you know the structure first and then create the table and load the data, or else if you don't know the structure and you want the same structure as it is, you can use the import and automatically a table will be created. Select the source file. I think somewhere. Yeah, where is? Yeah, let's have a data set. Here my data sets. Right. And it auto detect this is a CSV delimiter. Let's import the data. Right. Here you will have these transformations you can apply, you can do any kind of transformations, but at the table level, I don't recommend anyone to do any changes, because on the further layers you can do all those changes. So you can create, deploy. Correct. So this is the table we have created. Everything you can organize in folders also. Even this technical name is also I don't like, because you should follow some kind of a naming convention, because in our regular course I will do the usual naming conventions is very much important. So I want to change this, because changing the technical name of the any object is not possible. Only descriptions you can change. But how to handle this one is to copy this. Let's give this one. Uh, this is inbound, or else DataSphere. LT means local table. Okay. Here you can give any kind of prefix which is relevant to any of your functional area of the table. Not sales. Not sales. Yes. Now I have created. Means I just made a copy of that one. Okay, with the correct name. You can organize everything in the folders. For example, this is let's example. This is your organizing with the folders is very much important, because that is very much useful when you are handling. Let's move this one. So that object is moved to this one, right? Now, this is what the table, base table. On top of this one, you can have different views, graphical views, SQL views, and all those things. Let's create a view on top of this one. So here, almost everything we will create further views. Views will be nothing but it will give the enhanced features like modeling objects in your any data warehouse. Like for a fact, You can have a different kind of view, and but ultimately that is a view that doesn't need any kind of a data load. Similarly, for our past data, you will have a different kind of view. For currencies, for dates, you will have different kind of views. So on base tables, you are going to represent the table and change the features of the table. If you want to add any new columns, or else if you want to change the data representation of that table, categorizing of the data table, and everything you can do in views.